and welcome back to White Mountain Homestead.
So we had a little bit of a issue this week, and we lost some of our footage. So we had to kind of make do with some bits and pieces of the puzzle here to make do. That being said, there is a couple things that are left out. There was a section of the video that I explained what we're gonna do with the driveway. So pretty much it's an 80-foot section by 10 foot is what I'm clearing. I'm gonna be renting a mini excavator, then taking that to dig down about between 6 and 12 inches and scooping out to give us a nice bed to lay down some gravel and a hard pack mix. Also, later in the video, is to clarify now, you're gonna see me chopping wood sideways with the axe. I'm cutting the wood like lengthwise, which is absurd. You don't do that. But the reason why I'm doing that, and just to clarify so I don't look like a complete idiot, the wood was too long to fit in our tent stove box, so I had to cut it literally against the grain down the middle to make smaller chunks. So that's why, you know, if anyone's gonna notice that, that is why I'm doing that. So
this video is footage of week 1 and week 2 of working on the land. We'll show you a little bit of the progress and a bit of what we've been doing up there. Takes another drink, okay.
So we have some of the brush piled up here behind us. Some of the stuff that we're going to take to a safer area and burn bit by bit. Some of the stuff I can keep and save for future use, but most of it is just brush. You know, I keep from this right here, which is going to be the spot of our future driveway. And obviously we got Blue Dog here. He's giving us a big hand.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna move all these piles up to the burn area and clear it a little bit more, and hopefully get some good leeway done. Got Lily over there. I showed her use the weed whacker with the saw blade attachment. She's taken a liking to it, I think. I didn't get to record it too much, but I took a chainsaw and I quartered up some of this larger brush that I had here. It's the old form for the foundation there, and a bunch of brush. There's Lily slaving away like a proper English peasant. And then we got the start of the brush pile right there, and this whole area here we're going to be burning right there, the brush pile, and we're just clearing up the rest. So that involves me taking a chainsaw for the bigger stuff, and for the little stuff taking a weed whacker with like a saw blade attachment, and I go around and buzz it all down. But it's so thick we have to buzz it down, and then we rake it out with an iron rake, and like a regular plastic rake. We rake it out so I can see what's left, and then I go back through and do the same thing again. And we'll have to do that 2 times for most places, but sometimes it requires 3 times because it's just so dense, it's so thick. I'm lucky that we caught it, and we're doing it now instead of in a couple weeks when all of it is really going to be growing up strong in the springtime. So, but it's looking good. A little bit of a snack break here. We brought our camping gear because we're going to sleep overnight here in our tent with a little stove. It's going to get down to 19. So we brought our stove and some general gear along up with the tools and whatnot. So we're having little backpack meals, because later around the fire we're going to have like hot dogs and all your stereotypical bonfire meals. And Lily is taking a break as well. And Blue is taking a break from all of his hard work, being the supervisor of sticks. You all can see that Blue is hard at work here. He's been going around, been chewing on the sticks. Real hard working pup, scouting about and getting that brush down. He's a cheap and cost-effective brush hog. I'm pretty sure he thinks that he's half goat.
when the sun goes down, to be alone on shaky grounds. Go get some matches and kerosene. Go burn it down, honey, burn out and leave. And I know it's hard when the sun goes down.
So last night we got a lot of stuff done. We burned a bunch of brush. I mean, you guys might have remembered from previous clips just the massive mounds of brush. We'll show you that in a bit. But there's just a little bit of, you know, kind of scrap that's left over where each pile was sitting because it was really dark out, so we didn't get to see it all. But we burned like 90% of the stuff. The stuff was just too wet, so we're gonna have to sit that out in the sun and let that dry for a week or two before we can burn that. But it feels good to get all that burnt. Last night it got down to about 19 degrees. We stayed in our backpacking teepee. I don't know if you can see it over there with a stove. It has a little stove up. We'll show some pictures of that too. And we stayed pretty toasty. Blue stayed with us too, and he is tired today. He toughed it out. He's tired today. He was hard at work all yesterday. I mean, he was supervising. He was chewing sticks. He was running around. He had a busy day, you know. And it's funny. Woke up this morning. I mean, it was just super cold. So turned on the truck and got all heated up. And put him in here with his breakfast so he could eat and get warm. And then we went to and totally broke the rugged rules here, and we drove to Dunkin' Donuts.
Sometimes you just gotta do that.
You gotta do it. She needed her coffee, and I wanted some bagels. Now we're getting back now. It's about 10 o'clock. Kind of just been hanging out and chatting, just letting the sun like rise a little bit because it's cold, folks. And it's probably about 27 now. I'm about to go out and move around some stuff and do a little more cutting of brush, and then we'll pack up and be on our way till next weekend. Either next weekend or the following, I'm gonna rent a mini excavator and I'm going to be digging down and out. Probably about, it's for the driveway, it's about 80 feet long at the section I'm trying to do first and about 10 feet wide. So I'll rent an excavator for a day or two and dig out that, and then we're getting gravel mix dumped. This upcoming week up here, it's supposed to snow and rain and stuff, so you know the ground might not be very receptive to digging it out, but just the way it is.
As you guys can see here, we used to have a massive pile of brush over here, and we had one here and like two over there. We had a lot of piles going on. Blue's gonna show us the remnants of the night before. Stuff was a little bit damp, but we definitely burned a lot. And here is the teepee. Let me show you guys inside. Alright, it's a little bit messy, but hey, that's camping. So we have a really, really cozy sleeping bag. So when we were in the sleeping bag, it wasn't too bad, but once you got out, it was freezing. Here's the little stove, which we're gonna get this going so everything dries out. Oh, there's Blue, always trying to get in the clips.
So this is where the Yurt platform is going to go here. As you can see, last weekend we cut down all the brush and then we piled it up here and we burnt it. And this is just the remainder of that. Well, this week I brought with me some herbicide, and what we're going to do is spray down the base and the roots of the platform area just to kill off any plants that might have survived. Obviously you don't want a bunch of plant growth underneath the platform. It just draws in moisture, and it just you know, having it clear allows you to be able to crawl under it and like access certain things, like if you need to, or a little storage area. So we just want all this to be gone. So I will be spraying down this whole area with herbicide. You just want to get a nice thorough coating on the plants, on the branches and everything, and leaves, as well as down below, so it can soak into the roots and really get them. Hey guys, so just a tidbit that I want to add in here with the herbicide. One of the clips that got cut, unfortunately, but I feel it should be explained here. The herbicide that I'm using is not safe for animals, and it kills brush, weeds, grass, everything. There's different types of herbicide depending on your use, and some are specifically made for pastureland and grazeland weeds and brush. So that means that it's safe for the animals to consume either instantaneously after putting it down and letting it set, or after a certain amount of time, such as 4 weeks or 6 weeks. It depends on the mixture and on the brand. And the animals can eat that, but the issue is it can go into their digestive system, and as far as I know from my research, it's safe and everything, it doesn't harm them, but they can poop that out and or transfer that to different areas where you might not want that. Summarize that. Some herbicide is safe for animals to eat almost immediately. Some of it is not safe for animals to eat, and some of it just kills grass and isn't safe for animals to eat, and vice versa, and all sorts of concoctions there. But what I'm using here is it kills grass, weeds, brush, and it's absolutely, you don't want your animals to lick it or eat it or anything. The reason I chose that mixture instead of a more animal safe one is because it's going where I was using that was under where the platform is going to go. We're not grazing animals underneath our house. No one's going to be underneath the house, so it was just more effective as to get rid of all plant life underneath that platform area.